start? Well, before Justin was even born. We're going pre-1994, baby, because first, we gotta talk about his parents. His mother's name is Patty Millett, and she had him when she was only 18 years old. Now, there's multiple instances across multiple documentaries and interviews where he talks about how he felt like him and his mother kind of grew up together, just because of how young she was when she had him. So really make a mental note here, because when we get later into the series and start talking about all of the stuff he got canceled for and how he was rebelling and his crime and this and that, when he was really acting out, he was pretty much 18 around all of that, considered a young dumb kid doing young dumb stuff, right? He was the same age that his mother was when she had him. The only difference was the expectations for him to have more maturity were far different for him because he was in the limelight at the time. So Patty puts out a memoir called Nowhere But Up, the story of Justin Bieber's mom. And in it, she details the experience of being SA'd as a child, which of course resulted in feelings of abandonment and low self-esteem. And as a result, she turned to substance abuse in her teens and suffered from severe depression. And of course, we know that addiction can be genetic, right? So as we start getting later into Justin's substance abuse in his own teen years, remember this moment now where we're talking about his mother, but especially when we start getting into the Diddy stuff and Hollywood's exploitation of children, and the fact that this entire series started with me talking about the fact that Justin just had his own baby, and maybe that there's a fear there that he has the inability to protect his child from going through what he went through as a child, what his own mother went through as a child. All of this stuff is connected, baby. Like, I was not kidding. I have an actual red string board if you guys want to see it. So as Patty started struggling more and more with her substance abuse and depression, she also started getting into theft and vandalism. And she said that at the age of 17, she attempted to unalive herself. An experience that she says led her down the path of Christianity. So when she became pregnant with Justin, and of course this was a teen pregnancy, she was 17, she said that she felt very pressured to get a smush-smortion, obviously didn't, and she ends up having Justin just after she turns 18 years old. And at one point, Patty even says that she literally prayed to God that Justin would be the voice of his generation. And we'll get far more in depth later in the series about Justin's own connection to religion, which of course obviously comes from his mother. His mother said that that's what really truly changed her life. But I have a whole thing coming your way about Hillsong, which is of course notoriously, infamously, the Christian cult of Hollywood's elite. Like Scientology who when it comes to this mega church, okay? Before I get too far ahead of myself, Patty ends up becoming a single mother when Justin's father, Jeremy Bieber, goes to the store for a pack of cigarettes and never comes back when Justin is about 10 months old. My man dips, okay? And he is around a little bit for Justin's early years. But you know when we really see Jeremy come back into the picture? Pretty much when his fame and fortune grows, okay? It's not so much that he was like semi-absent during Justin's childhood. It's how he chooses to show up again once the fame and fortune really does start kicking off. It's nuanced, but we're gonna talk about it later. Point is that Justin grew up very poor from a broken home, but the one thing that this kid had, legitimately, you guys, Justin Bieber is like an actual musical prodigy.